In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we are back in the Europa League and we are off to the Ibrox. We are taking on Rangers, and a win could send us top of the group. Let's see if we can get the job done. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are looking forward to today's video and our trip to Scotland, then please do leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have not done so already and are enjoying the content here, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. All that good YouTube stuff. So, in our first Europa League game, which was now 2 episodes ago, we took on a Russian outfit called Ural, and it was a little bit one-sided, to be blunt. A 10-0 win we got there, and off the back of that we did have an episode where we took on Nice in the Côte d'Azur and bet them 4-0. That was yesterday. And going into today's game against Rangers at the Ibrox, we are absolutely flying as we remain unbeaten in League 8 wins from 8 games. We will show you guys the highlights from these games today. So off the back of that Nice game, we took on Bordeaux away. We conceded our first goal since the Paris Saint-Germain Trophée des Champions game. I say conceded a goal. I will show you exactly what happened shortly, but we still won the game 4-1. A good performance here. It took us until the half-hour mark to get our first goal. It was a sloppy clearance from the goalkeeper. Enrique set up Dembele, who buried it in the bottom left corner. A good game for our front three, this one. Then it was Flavio Enrique off the back of this, who was able to get his name on the score sheet. A nice ball played through from Paul Tessier. He got around the keeper and buried that to make it 2-0 before half-time. And then we conceded a bit of a brain fart goal. I don't really know if it's Mulder or Goron's fault or a mix there, but either way, that was not great. And it looked like it was going to be 2-1 at half-time, but Koulibaly played Enrique through, and again he buried it away. He is having a superb season, the Brazilian youngster, and it was 3-1 at half-time. And then it was Gabriel Fernandes getting into the action early in the second half. Dembele with a lovely cross ball there, and Fernandes with a tap-in into the bottom left corner. That was the match. We won that 4-1, and stat-wise, they hit a shot on target. I'm not sure if that was the Mulder one or if they actually hit a shot themselves, but either way, Bordeaux didn't really offer much, and we gifted them a goal, but still bet them, so at least their own goal wasn't too costly. And off the back of that, we took on EA Guingamp a couple of days later. Now, going into this game, I was thinking about playing a rotated team. We did beat Guingamp in a pre-season friendly with what I would consider our second team. So we took the chance and played a fully rotated team apart from Ricky Puig, who was coming back from an injury, and Golan and goal, and we won 3-0, which was very good. We were given a bit of a dodgy penalty. I thought it was outside of the box, but the VAR decided it was inside, and Gowdy slotted that away after earning the penalty after 23 minutes. Then Puig puts Hudson-Odoi away in the 70th minute, and that was 2-0, and we're starting to feel a bit more comfortable now. And then in the 83rd minute, Puig to Hudson-Odoi, slotting one over to Alvaro Fernandes, who's done very well for us when he's been involved so far this season. Usually a bench player, but he was able to get a goal, and that was a 3-0 win. And again, you look at the stats, fairly comfortable, as most of our wins this season have been. And the bonus to that win was that the day before, PSG dropped points away at Saint Etienne. So that means that we are now 4 points clear of PSG and a whopping 11 points clear of Marseille, who are the best of the Europa League positioned teams right now. So we're in a very good position already to be getting Champions League football next season, and we can slip up without PSG catching us now, and Stade Brest are right on their tails as well. So we've started the season off extremely well, and hopefully we can keep that up in the league, albeit the focus today, of course, is the Europa League, where Rangers did pick up a win in the first match week, 3-0 against Red Star, at the same time as we were absolutely destroying Ural. So whoever wins this game will go top, and if it's a draw, the things will stay pretty much as they are, depending on the result in that Red Star Ural game. But we will come back to you guys when we get into the match coverage for this second Europa League game away at the Ibrox. We're taking on Rangers, our toughest test of the group stage, you would think. Okay, we have no match coverage for this Europa League, same as the first. Our team is what you would expect from us. It is full strength. The only players who played in that Guingamp game were Gordon and Puig. Everyone else coming into this off the back of a freshen up. A few of them got some very late minutes, but nothing too massive. If we look at the Rangers team, McCaskill, of course, was a player that we tried to get off them in the summer transfer window, but in the end they wanted a bit too much for him, and he probably wasn't as good as we thought he was anyway. So that was a player who we do know has a little bit of quality about him anyway. And apart from that, they do have a lot of players in on loan from the Premier League. See the likes of Nicolas Pepe in there is an obvious name, albeit only on the bench. It feels like a game that we should be winning, but they're definitely the biggest threat to us in this group, having been drawn out of the first pot. So we will tell the boys to leave them as into no doubt as to why we are favourites for this. We'll give them the good old we have faith in them as we have a handshake with Jack Ross. That's something I haven't seen before. And the players lining up pre-match, and we are kicking off in our red and white, playing right to left. Rangers, of course, in the blue with the white shorts, playing left to right. We start off with possession. Dembele making a run down the right. All these players having had a nice freshen up. And I think our games for the next couple of game days in league are spaced out a bit better now. We've got a couple of weeks to our next Europa League game, which is nice. Now Fernandes with a free kick tries to bend another one in. That would have been the third episode in a row. He wasn't far away though, but it remains 0-0 at the 7-minute mark, although Rangers with the ball. Nianzou heads it clear, and Flavio Henrique's going to get on the end of this, so he might have a chance. He's running down the right wing, is our striker. Just in the box, it will be a corner as he tried to put the cross in that was deflected out. And Dembele puts the corner in. It's fallen to Bijol, who's tried to clear it, hasn't done very well. It gets out to Agumi, a shot that's deflected, but McCaskill, as expected, does a good job. Still 0-0 after 9 minutes. Free kick to Monaco here after 13 minutes. We take it short and just hold possession briefly. Puig is going to find Dembele, and this could be dangerous. A attempted cross yet again blocked, and it will go out for another corner. They weren't overly convincing, clearing out the first one. That time a little bit better, but Puig will find Dembele. Henrique in a lovely position, but I think he's offside. The flag's gone up. VAR is going to check it. Probably just a straight offside, I suspect. He goes right out to the edge of the box before he blows anything here, so look, usually this is given offside, and indeed it is. We'll just have a quick look and see how far off he was. See, Puig got this out to Dembele. Now, it is actually Dembele who was offside, so that's a bit of a shame because, yeah, it was a nice cross, and Henrique put it away nicely, but it's 0-0 after 20 minutes still, albeit Rangers have a highlight. Agumi gets a block in, keeps it out for now, but Rangers will keep possession. Sheaf back over to Carter Vickers. Sheaf again. Rodrigo Gomez, who has already picked up a yellow card for them. We're pressing them quite well here, albeit now they start to make their way forward again. Gomez on that yellow, trying to get past Mulder. He does. That was made him look a bit silly there, didn't he? Sheaf back to Bijol. Oh, Gomez in a lovely spot, and it's a wonderful goal there from Rangers. They have worked that very well, and we are 1-0 down after 20 minutes, and that is not going to plan, but hopefully we can strike back. But yeah, that's our first goal that we've conceded without putting the ball in the back of our own net for a while. But a lovely ball there from Bijol. Gomez in behind, and he only had to get that to Lewis Potter to tap it in. Very similar to one of the goals that we showed in that highlight package before. 1-0 after 20 minutes. 28th minute, Dembele with a corner. It's headed out by Bijol. Now Dembele's going to get back and cover this, so, or I should say regain possession for us. So we might have another chance here. Tessier to Ampadu. Can we get an equaliser in the first half? That would be ideal. Dembele making his way into the box. Dangerous position. His shot blocked though. That's been the theme so far. Now that was a challenge by King. It is not a penalty. Bit of a wasted chance there, although Fernandes now has a free kick blocked. He's had a couple of those already. They're looking threatening without going in the back of the net. Now Fernandes can play a ball forward here. Doesn't opt to tackle. He got the ball without a shadow of a doubt. And it will be a throw-in, but still 1-0 after half an hour. Rangers with the ball here in the 35th minute. Now Dembele nearly cuts that out, but in the end gets to a Rangers player who gives that straight to Tessier. So maybe we can get something going, trying to equalise this before half-time. As I see in the prior highlight, it's a lovely ball for Flavio Henrique, and it's just in the net. A very, very helpful hand from the woodwork there. Agumi with a lovely ball to set Flavio Henrique through on goal there, and the finish was pinpoint accurate in the end. Puig finding a Gume. You can see just times his run nicely and puts this away right off that upright, and it only just snuck in time. We have equalised before half time. 10 minutes to go in the first half, 1-1. Corner to Rangers after 43, coming into the 43rd minute. Gomez to put this in. And, Carter Vickers hits the post. This is a very to-and-fro game, it's fair to say. Still 1-1 as we approach half-time. And we get to half-time. Both teams creating chances. Rangers giving us a fair bit to think about, it's fair to say. The only shot on target was essentially a tap-in that they put away. And after some Fernandes free kicks that looked like the closest we were going to get to a goal, it was Flavio Henrique who got one in with some serious help from the woodwork in the 35th minute. And we go into half-time 1-1. We aren't playing very well, so we're going to tell the boys... Well, I've clicked the wrong one there. I was going to tell them that we weren't happy, but I had a shocker there. We'll just tell them that we have faith, and they seem motivated enough. Looking at the ratings, no one having a shocker. We'll leave things as they are going to the second half, playing left to right. It is Rangers kicking off, playing right to left, and hopefully we can pinch a winning goal. But at the moment, this is a very even game. Let's see how the second half plays out. Free kick to Rangers in the 47th minute. Gomez puts it in, headed on target by Sheaf, but straight at Goron more or less. Taking his time to get this out to Nianzou, but we might have another highlight coming up here. He sends it out to Ricky Puig, who boots one forward to Dembele. Now, can he set Henrique up? That's tackled. He gets the ball back here. Henrique with a long shot hits the post. That was a good effort from Flavio Henrique. This time the post doesn't help him out, and it remains 1-1, although another highlight this time. Well, again, we're going to play out from deep in our half. Tessie up to Puig. They play a 1-2. Long ball forward that Henrique's going to get on the end of. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Yes, he bangs it in. That must have been either side of McCaskill. It didn't look like it was too far away from either side of him. But we have got the lead now, 2-1. And just after half time, lovely ball played through. And Henrique was 1-on-1 with the keeper just to the left of him. Or to his right, I should say. And Flavio Henrique gets a double, and we're 2-1 up early in the second half. We're up to the 70-minute mark here. Nothing has happened since that early goal in this half to Henrique, and we're getting some tired players. Now, Gabriel Fernandes has had a few chances from free kicks, but hasn't done a lot otherwise, so we're going to bring Amin Gowdy on for him. And despite the ratings, I'm actually pretty happy with how these other guys are playing. And defensively, I don't really want to be taking Tapsoba off, as he's one of our better defenders. Well, he is our best defender in the squad. So we'll make that change for now. Gowdy on for Fernandes and see if we can get anything else happening in these last 20 minutes. Free kick, Flavio Henrique to take it. His effort blocked. It will go out for a corner though. And it will be Dembele to whip this in. Can we get a third to hold this lead a bit more comfortably? Unfortunately, Nianzou heads that well over the bar. Still 2-1 with quarter of an hour to go. And we will make another change because Ricky Puig, his passing is exceptional. He's been so good for us this season, but he is a bit tired. We will bring Mamadou Koulibaly on for him. And I think that will do for now, unless another red heart comes out. That will be our subs. We've got 12 minutes left to hold on to a 1-goal lead at the Ibrox. Okay, Monaco with the ball here. Goulon has had it played back to him, and Nianzou will play that up to a fresh Gowdy. And Flavio Henrique looks like he might be making a pest of himself. Oh, Dembele, Henrique. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. It's a hat-trick for Henrique. But fair to say, Rangers can count themselves a bit unlucky there. The ball was played through for Dembele. Henrique, I thought, was getting himself into a nice position to have this ball played through for him about now. But Gowdy finds Dembele. He is the ball, or shot, deflected, but it falls to Henrique, who just had to really swipe that into that bottom left corner to pick up his hat-trick. And it was never going to be saved by McCaskill, who was more focused on this effort from Dembele that did get blocked. And Henrique, right place, right time. And we go 3-1 up with 10 minutes to go. Free kick to Rangers. Pepe to take it. Its block goes out for a corner. And we will make a sub here. Agume on a red heart. We'll bring Francisco Sevillano on for him. More of a defender, but can play in that midfield, so we'll chuck him on. As I said last episode, I think it was, he is a centre defender, but for some reason not comfortable in the CDM role, which is interesting. We'll make that change, see if this corner takes place, and it will not. Still 3-1 at the 82-minute mark, but we have a goal kick that Goulon plays out to Tapsoba. He launches it forward to Dembele as we start to stamp our authority on this game a little bit more, albeit we've had some luck today, it's fair to say. Now, it's a long shot that is very well saved from McCaskill. I didn't actually catch who that was that let that rip, but A very good effort, but it took a good diving save from McCaskill, and Dembele with the corner. It is cleared away from Carter Vickers, and it remains 3-1 with 5 to go. Throw in to Monaco in the last minute of extra time. Koulibaly out to Ampadu. He'll find Tessier in some good space inside the box. Can find Dembele. His shot blocked. And Rangers might get us on the counter here, although they've got some players who were in an offside position. And indeed, Pepe was ruled that way. I actually thought it was the players he would be looking to play through there. But we will get a free kick, and we're going to soak up time, even though I haven't told the boys to. Tap Sober out to Tessier. Over to Dembele. He plays one up to Henrique, but that should be about full time now. And indeed it is. The referee blows it up, and we come back from a goal down to win 3-1, and it is all thanks to Flavio Henrique picking up a hat-trick after having an early goal ruled out for offside as well. Rightly so, because Dembele was offside when he received the ball for the cross that he put in, but he got a goal just before half-time and then 2 goals in the second half as well. The Flavio Henrique show it was, and that is what sees us beat Rangers 3-1, but fair play to Rangers. They did give us a fair bit to think about, especially in that first half, but that does mean we will go top of our Europa League group after 2 games, and that is exactly how we want to be sitting after that. And of course, as I mentioned, after that Ural game, that goal difference from that game could prove quite important should Rangers be able to catch us up at some point, and hopefully we can hold on to that top position and get automatic entry into the second knockout round of the Europa League instead of finishing second and having to take on the Champions League third place teams in that round. Interesting to see in the other game from this group that Ural have actually tipped up Red Star. Now that doesn't bode well for our next Europa League game, if I'm going to be honest, because we bet Ural 10-0, so God knows what we're going to do to Red Star, to be blunt. We have a look at some of these other results. Everton beating St. Trudense, Napoli getting a win, Shakhtar, Porto, Stade Rennais, Dynamo Zagreb bouncing back. We've seen the ones from our group. Real Madrid only drawing with Bayer Leverkusen. CSKA Moscow picking up a win. Lille beating Sporting. Atlanta look like a team who probably the most in form outside of us at the moment. PSV getting a win. Charleroi beating Besiktas. That's an interesting result. Tottenham and Sevilla drawing, and Eintracht Frankfurt picking up a win as well, but we are in a very good position after 2 games, and with that Red Star one coming up, you would think we're going to be on 9 points after 3 games played, as our former club have just picked up a new manager. So the one that came in to replace us obviously didn't do very well, but that is today's episode. We picked up a win at the Ibrox, and if we look at our competitions tab, we're now in a very good spot in that group as well as in Liga. We are flying at Monaco right now, and everything is coming up. Milhouse, it is fair to say. So when will we be back for tomorrow's episode? Well, it won't be too long. I think what we're going to do, well, I know what we're going to do because it's a pretty obvious game to come back for. It will be the Trophée des Champions replay in a game which, if we won, would put us in an extremely good position to take out Ligue 1 even this early, I believe, because if we're able to extend that gap over PSG to 7 points, then that would take some catching the way that we've been playing. So that is the game that we are going to be coming back for. We'll show you highlights from the Nantes game prior to ripping into that one. It is at our home ground as well, and we are yet to lose to PSG, the defending Champions League champions. So hopefully we can keep that up and prove that we might be able to tip them up in Ligue 1, and only our second season at the club and our first full one in charge, and off the back of that we will be coming back for that Red Star game in the Europa League. We might even come back for the second one. We'll see how we're feeling about that. Maybe the away tie will be a bit more difficult than the home one, and we might be in a position already by that stage in the early November game where we can seal our spot in the second round if we can beat Red Star then. But as I said, we will be back for the big Liga game against PSG tomorrow. If you have enjoyed today's video against Rangers, where we had to come from behind and a Flavio Henrique hat-trick helped us beat them 3-1, then please do leave a thumbs up down below. And if you enjoy this Hexagon challenge or any other videos on the channel, then remember to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you are informed when a video drops on the channel. Comment down below whether you think we can tip up PSG tomorrow. It's a big game, as I said. It's early in the season, but if we are able to beat these guys, I think we're in a very nice position to be beating them in Liga. Touch wood. So until that episode tomorrow, PSG, it's a massive one. I will see you then. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.